onto. Snatchy does have the bomb to work with. That will be one thing in his favor in this situation. He's going to run up towards the A bomb site, and they haven't realized that yet, but they are going to play it together in this 1-on-2. Both going to run up connected together, I assume. Snatchy clearing out all these close angles, even going with a fake plan. He'll punch in the numbers. PHR and Grubby coming in from the back lines, and they will take him down, so it will be AGO to win the pistol round.
Yeah, and I think, let's be honest here, Carrington. I mean, given all the controversy, given all the shit VP has been through, you know, all the bullshit they've had to pass on through, and legitimately, you know, the hate and all the controversy, I think I would be surprised if VP actually get a single map here. And don't get me wrong, obviously they're still a decent team, still a team that can compete, but I mean, the mentality can't be there. I mean, honestly, how can you have a mentality to even continue playing after you've just been, you know, literally released from your main organization you've been a part of, like a literal, I don't know, 10 years almost? I mean, less, but still, you know? Oh, lag. Hopefully not too much lag. Is it just me, or is it lagging for everybody, actually? I don't know. Did we lose Carrington? Not sure.
No,
Oh, okay, you're here. Okay, okay. I was getting scared.
Nevertheless, we are in the round number 2. A little bit of a force. Mihu does have that AK that was bought for him. I believe Neo did purchase that gun. Has armor behind it as well, so see if he can open up a bomb site here for Virtus.pro. You know, with this new economy update, you see a lot of these types of buys now. It's Ferlin. It's going to open things up onto Neo to open this one up. And Spiro will do the same on the Pasha. It's already a 5-on-3 as AGO.
Yeah, indeed.
To take this second round.
Indeed it is, and just as we were saying, you know, the new economy, it brings out a bit of a different aspect, or more so different, I guess you could say, challenge to every round, to every single, or more so to every round after the pistol, and more so to every single team, as we have these force buys that are sometimes working out, sometimes not, and we can see safely say right now, Mihu, well, he certainly makes it possible with his AK. It's a 2-on-2 clutch round, as Ago will be coming in from CT and from long, and there's a high chance they spot Spero immediately. He's got a MP7, and well, it's an MP none left, as Caper is coming in through bank. It's now on Mihu. It's a 1-on-1 challenge, and I think Caper might think that Mihu has gone long. He's gonna try and find him, jumps straight into this crosshairs, and VP, they'll be taking the first round their way. A good start for Virtus.pro as they open up this first map. And we gotta be honest, the map picks might not be too favorable for VP as well, right? I mean, it is, I think it is Overpass, the map pick of Ago, and Mirage was the map pick of VP, and I'm very scared for VP on Mirage, honestly. I wouldn't want to see them play there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta also think how much work this lineup has put in with all the speculations, with changes within the roster. You gotta think, when was the last time this team practiced? I mean, on paper, you think AGO should be able to take this with all rumors and speculations going around, but Ferlin is gonna open things up. Snatchy. Quick trade with the op, but Caper is there as well. So, 4-on-3. You might go back in for seconds here on Mihu. They're just gonna take the guns and fall off of it.
Yeah, shouldn't be too successful. Ferlin, of course, holding the angle, knowing where Pasha is hiding. Ago will be 2 men ahead, and they will be getting themselves in a pretty good start, or more so getting a pretty good head start, I guess you could say. Given the fact this is the map pick of them, or their map pick, we should be expecting them to perform a lot better, right? As opposed to VP. They're the ones that probably haven't practiced Overpass in a little while, and historically looking at it, VP have never been too good on Overpass. So I'm kind of, you know, surprised they even left it in the map pool. But then again, if you look at the ban and the, well, the pick and ban choices, it was, I believe, yeah, Virtus.pro banned Inferno, Ago banned Nuke, and Virtus.pro then, well, had a choice between Cash and excuse me, between Dust and Train as, for the last one. So obviously they're gonna go with Train instead of Dust. They are historically bad on Dust and definitely want to avoid it at all costs. In either case, It is going to be 2-1 VP onto a full eco. And Carrington, I'm not sure. Did you see the last best of 3 we just had? The French best of 3 between G2 and Vitality?
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good one. Yeah. Vitality, they've been led by Zaiwu this whole time they've had their he's had a pretty good run of things to start off there.
Yeah.
Their start of as a core, as a foundation, as a team.
I have to agree, but I'm also a little bit disappointed in them, really. I mean, they've looked shaky since the Shuffle tournament, where they played against LDLC in the grand finals of that tournament to qualify for IM Chicago. In the end, or excuse me, not the grand finals, but generally speaking, in the the final stages. And they were a little bit disappointing then already. I was hoping to see them change up, to really improve in the 2 months they've had, almost 3 months they had, but yeah, it's gonna be, of course, a tough one for them, and obviously G2 going forward, not a easy pill to swallow. But let's focus on the current game from this point, as Argo will be going up against a full buy of VP. We've got Snatchy with the AWP, SG on Neo, and the rest pretty much without utility at all. This is gonna be problematic. This is gonna be very, very problematic here for VP. We've got a limited set of utility character, and we've got a very limited set of overall options given to them. They do take map control and connector, but it shows that they are afraid to challenge short B or A.
Don't have these Molotovs, not going to be able to clear out these close angles, so that's definitely going to be a problem in the late round when they do choose to go for an execute. They do have 3 smokes, so could go for a set piece if they choose to do so, but it looks like they just want Snatchy to just walk into this B bomb site, try to find an opener, but does miss the shot, so not going to be able to find that just yet. Just the default setup here for AGL, just 3 towards the B side early. HR pushed up towards long. Might be able to take down Neo if he can get the timing right. On top, deployed by Ferlin. Young gonna aggress towards long. He spots out one. Takes him down. Is there another one there? Yes, but it's going to be traded. Get that trade. So 1 for 1 towards long. And with just over 30 seconds remaining, the rest of the play looks like it will be towards the B side.
Oh, okay. Morels is going to get the 1. There's still a player waiting. Look at Ferlin, though. Holy shit, he's posted so well. He gets the 1, he gets the 2, and he's ready for the 3rd. He misses the full spray, but still challenges him well enough to bring him to a 1 HP deal. And well, Pasha, it's up against PHR. He has to go in, and this is going to be a difficult battle for the daddy, for Daddy-O, for Papito, as he needs to hit the shot, and luckily he does. Luckily he wins it. VP, they bring themselves about, they find the 2nd, and they're able to win a very important, at least a very important round that will actually give them another chance to break Argo now completely. This is already a very poor buy out of Argo if they even buy, and of course they will. But this is where VP have now been given a golden ticket, really. Can they actually change it around? Can they actually tie and take the lead afterwards? As, ooh, Snatchy goes for the peak, but look at Caper. Carrington, this is a deep push by Caper. This could be challenged, though, as Snatchy takes down Ferlin on long. It becomes a bit of a problem here for Argo all of a sudden. Without utility, they're pretty much stranded where they are. But Pasha not checking the corner. It's immediately traded out. And it leaves no room to VP.
Yeah, no room whatsoever. But it will be a 4-on-4. IGO in a similar situation. VP were in the last round. Just not a lot of utility to work with. So they're going to have to use aggression in this round to counter that. Sparrow and towards the long bathrooms, seeing if he can pick someone off, and VP just playing it slow towards mid, not looking to give up anything away for free. Bomb not committed anywhere just yet, but it does look like they kind of want to go back towards this B bomb site. Just over 40 seconds remaining. AGO doubled up connector as well, so
yeah, this defense is going to be very hard to break. And I mean, the important part for AGO is even if they lose the site, they've got control of connector. They can certainly keep a tab on on certain things like short and such and potentially overtake Monster. But here we go. VP will be committing B and it's 20 seconds left. Very close timing to make, but they can still make it as Snatchy will open up Grubby. It is going to be VP with the entry they needed. Second kill for Snatchy. That's enough perhaps. It will be PHR coming from the left side and he will be taken down by Snatchy. It is a 3K. It is going to be a pretty damn good trade-off here for VP given the circumstances. And Sperro, he needs to get the hell out of dodge. He's got an M4 he can save and certainly does not wish to lose it. Gets one, gets two, Sperro. Makes it a little bit more painful, makes it a little bit more pricey for VP.
Yeah, it's Snatchy. He was a one-man crew right there, opening up the B-bomb side, holding it down as well. It's a couple kills there at the end. It's VP, they pick up a third, and AGO. No money here to buy, so should be VP taking the lead here.
Indeed it should. Zago will stack A. They'll try to take control of Connector and of toilets. Most likely just focusing Connector, but Neo gonna go in first. This is a real bloodbath about to happen. Grubby gets one, but look at the pistol. They keep on raining in. Luckily for Miku, he does get 3K, and he does deny Ago any sort of a chance of a comeback, but it is still gonna be a 4-3 result as Ago are gonna have to fight their way out of this mud slide they find themselves in. Keep in mind the CT side, right, Carrington? If they lose, then reset again. It's another eco, and that puts VP up ahead by at least 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah, indeed. So, don't want to let VP run away with this one early. Gonna keep it close. It is their map pit. Once again, not a ton of utility to work with for the side of AGO and Morales. Perhaps going to be walking in towards Monster here. And it's going to work out. He's actually going to take down Caper. Spirit takes down me. Pasha looking for an injury. Takes down Spirit as well. One more towards the bathroom. That's PHR. PHR is going to take down Snatchy. So trades back and forth here. Early in this round, round number 8. Let's see who will be able to take advantage of it.
This is a pretty quick trade of kills, succession of kills. I mean, they gotta put it on VP though. They're doing a good job being able to at least refrag and keep themselves in the loop. Keep in mind that if they were to lose one more here, things could have been a lot different, could have been a lot more one-sided. Luckily, that's not the case. It is currently gonna be 3-4 and VP are gonna be hitting A yet again. There is one man, it's gonna be PHR on, I believe, Optimus. No, close to Optimus' corner. And we do have, of course, Grubby already closing in short, closing in close to be able to support him with the defense. I don't think he spotted the third guy, Morels, but unfortunately for him, even with the kill, it is going to be 4-4. Ago tied up and a technical pause being called by VP. Presumably an issue with the PC, perhaps, not sure.
Looks like it. CSGO restart coming in. So, should be handled pretty quickly, but AGO they do win the round, and VP looks like they'll be on a save of their. Let's see, Snatchy does have 4,500.
Indeed.
Morales has 5,800, so they could force, they could reinvest, knowing that AGO is low on money. We'll see what they decide to do in the end.
I think the action to be taken here is pretty simple. You know, buy up. You've got 2 rifles you saved with. You can drop, as you've said yourself, another one. You will have 4 M4s, which is plenty enough. You can use perhaps FMAS, a SMG, a Scout, whatever you want. It is going to be Scout in the end on the 5th player to be able to challenge this buy of VP, and I think this is a good call. Ago, they have a fair chance to break VP right here, right now. The reason why is, well, first of all, economy-wise, we can see that VP is not far away from the same position Ago is, and that is a full reset. That is a full eco following this one up if they do lose, or either way, whoever loses this one. And as we can see right now, VP, they're playing a bit of a default. They will hold passively towards playground, making sure that they don't let go of any unnecessary map control unless absolutely, you know, needed or absolutely wanted, but Argo, they are very much scared. They have no short B, they have no short A. They do not know what is coming their way. They can only presume by the sound of the flashes of the smokes being deployed and, well, the utilities being thrown as to what is coming their way or where it is coming their way. And as we can see right now that VP, well, they've already used most of their utilities, Carrington, and this is going to be a bit difficult for them to transition into a full execute, especially given the fact that they only have 2 AKs and, well, the AWP on Snatch. The challenge, though, will be happening. As Spredo will fall, that leaves Argo now vulnerable to a full-on A-scale attack. Pasha comes in through connector, mollies into barrel, trying to force out the rotation. Grubby, though, holding the corner. It's Snatchy to fall. That's not exactly a good opener. Neo glass cannon up, will challenge again. Grubby for the second. It looks like Argo will be possibly securing the 5th point on the board.
Yeah, this is a bit of a sloppy execute coming in by Virtus.pro. One by one they fall. Yeah, that just was not good whatsoever. AGO capitalize. They get it done, make it 5-4.
Indeed, and well, they will capitulate Virtus.pro's economy. They will force them to move on to an eco, as we can see by our own eyes right here, right now. Pistols and Kevlar, and maybe, well, just pistols at this point. Argo, unless they royally screw this one up, unless they give themselves openly to Virtus.pro, this should be a free round to Argo, and 64 is the result we should be looking at very soon. In any case, oh, excuse me, yes, please.
It should be pretty easy pickings for the side of AGO, and it already is. So, just 2 men alive, and it should be a 6th round for AGO. They played pretty well.
Yeah, PHR finds himself in the final nail. Pasha, oh. Hitting somebody in the back is not as easy as it seems, guys. Don't blame it on Pasha. Especially if you have no Kevlar and your opponent is crouched. That model, that hitbox can be very, very tricky to hit. But yeah, VP, full buy. They will have a fair chance of victory, a fair chance of a tie. Unfortunately for them, Argo did survive with 4 members the last, so they keep quite a lot of bank. They keep quite a lot of money they can work around with. And that puts a lot of pressure again on VP, because they need to perform. They need to shine brighter than a diamond. Otherwise, they're not in for a good ride. This is, after all, the map pick of Argo, though, and, well, whatever they can do is gonna be valued. And, ooh, Pasha this time. Not expecting there might be a boost. A free kill to Sperro will put Argo a man up, and most likely a round up yet again. VP have not historically been doing very well once they lost an entry. And, we're about to find out. VP, they go through the smoke. Ooh, good call. Sperro gets caught. Another one for Mihu. Escaper is going to be trying to refrag, push again. Grubby, though, holding from Graffiti character. And this 3-on-3 retake is going to be a lot harder than it seems initially.
Yeah, but they get the initial frag, so Snatchy gets one back, and it's going to be a 2-on-2, now a 1-on-2. Ferlin all on his lonesome. Snatchy trying to find it with the op, and he does, so Ferlin goes down in the end. Back and forth we go. This has been a pretty competitive game up to this point. 12 teams trading rounds. Should have another buy round, and we do have another buy round coming up. And the loser of this round not gonna have a ton of money to work with either.
Indeed. I mean, both teams are pretty much on the verge of a full reset themselves. So they're gonna have to really change up some tactics to be able to win. I mean, so far Argo, they've gave it their best, and, well, in the end they still kind of falter, kind of trip over their own feet. They are not looking too strong. They're not looking too solid. You gotta be honest. At times you would imagine that VP wouldn't have a chance against Argo, right? I mean, if anybody would be asked these days, do you think that VP can win against Argo in a best of 3? You would say, no way, no chance. VP doesn't even get one map, right? But it is proving to be quite the opposite so far. VP, they're shining. They really are starting to show us at least some sort of quality they previously either lacked or overall haven't really had the chance to show. And, well, unfortunately for them, PHR gets Snatchy, but a good refrag by Mihu will keep VP currently still ticking. Capo sprays Morels, or sprays on Morels through the smoke. That was a close call. That could have been quite different if he had stayed there for a little while longer. By the way, VP did disband, or well, as the organization is letting go of the players, this is their final tournament together. They're still going to be playing this one until the very end, obviously. Guys, keep in mind. I see people asking in chat, like, is this like the, you know, is this like it for VP? And unfortunately, this is the final tournament, yeah.
Indeed, and it might be the end of VP in this round, as Pasha's the only one that remains. Within 7 seconds, he'll go down. 7-5. AG opening up a couple rounds in succession. And it will be VP that will have to submit to the save.
Indeed.
So AG a chance to clinch the half one, get to 8 rounds. Wouldn't be bad whatsoever. Looks like a little bit of a force though. Wait a second.
This is a pretty.
Snatchy has a PC-50.
Exactly. That's a pretty hard force coming out from VP. I mean, they've got the scout on Neo. They've got a pretty much down to the full force on Snatchy, Pasha and Neo, but Mihu will fall earlier on, as that leaves another gap, another gaping hole for VP to deal with. I mean, this was supposed to be an eco after all, but in the end, it's gonna turn out into another eco afterwards. Although, honestly, I think they did the right choice in this case. Perhaps it would have been even better if both Morels and Mihu would have invested as well, as this is, or it was a double eco for them, at least from what I'm seeing so far. Snatchy, he had about 2k, Neo had just about 1,800, and obviously Pasha had close to the same amount. And I mean, forcing it up is not unusual. Pasha gets 1, that's a nice shot. Unfortunately, not more than 1. So anyway, to kind of point it back to what I was saying, basically the thing is, VP, if they had forced completely, perhaps the outcome would have been a little bit different. You know, if all 5 players have Kevlar, if all 5 players have weapons that they can challenge the rifles with, perhaps the outcome would be, you know, a lot different, a lot better. But in either case, well, they're left with what they're left right now. It's gonna be another eco afterwards. It's gonna be another save, if you will, and this is looking like a very, very convincing first half performance out of Vago already. Tactical pause, Carrington, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a intermission before we continue into our 14th round. So, while we have the time, of course, I would like to say to our sponsors, Alipay, thank you very much, of course, for providing us with a chance to cover this tournament. WESG, everybody in chat, to make sure to go give them a look. Alipay, of course, sponsoring WESG. But yeah, Carrington, I was meaning to ask, how is the USA? How is the West Coast right now?
East Coast.
Oh, sorry, East Coast. I apologize. East Coast, yes. Okay. East Coast, yeah.
It's going well. Not too cold, even though we are enjoying winter. You know, I'm in the South, so it's a little warmer compared to the rest of America. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Don't have to pull out the jackets just yet. I think it's about 50 or 60 Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Celsius.
I think that's like 20 Celsius, right? I think 30 Fahrenheit is 0, right? 30 Fahrenheit is 0, I think 31, something like that. Like,
something like that.
The water freezes.
So.
Water freezes at 40 Fahrenheit or 30 Fahrenheit, right?
32 Fahrenheit.
32 Fahrenheit, yeah. So it would be 32 Fahrenheit for 0. So 20 degrees would be about 50 to 60, give or take, right? I think.
Sounds about right to me. The conversions they're just no good for me.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, it's nice though. It's nice and crisp and enjoyable, I guess.
Indeed. What is enjoyable also, we kind of forgot to say, is the fact that the VP has done serious damage to the buy round of Argo. They only get the 2 kills in the end, unfortunately, but it still is going to be 9-5 as VP will have their final buy for this first half. Ladies and gentlemen, it is all eyes on VP to be able to secure this first half 9-6 potentially. But that's a big if. That's a very big if. It is a double up from Argo. And this couldn't have been a better decision to make. They have the money, they have the firepower, and why not if they have the chance? It's gonna be a difficult moment for VP. A bit of a challenge into connector, as we have another player on short as well. That's gonna be Morels, that's gonna be trying to take control of that angle, and he does so far successfully. I'm surprised that Pasha does not go deeper in connector, actually, given the fact that you have B short. Certainly would have been a little bit better, a little bit different. But Furlan, he's holding the line from Party, and he gets the first one. It's Miku to fall. And that leaves another hole to patch for VP. This is not looking too good.
Yeah, they've played so many of these rounds, just the man disadvantage, and that's just not a good way to go about playing Counter-Strike. So once again, they'll have to work in a 4v5 situation, just under a minute remaining in this round. You have 2 smokes available, so could go for smoke execute. Looks like VP, looks like they want to head towards B. Neil looks like he wants to walk out Monster. I'll toss the bomb. Yeah, he's just gonna try to find this opener. And the lurk is towards long. That's snatching. Same if he can find something, and he won't. And this looks like AGO is gonna shut it. Whilst Pasha and Morales can do something incredible. The steal on 5, and that's pretty incredible actually. That's 2 quick kills. They're gonna need more, and they don't have a lot of time to work with either. PHR coming in from the back lines, and it will just be Pasha and a 1-on-3. He'll try to plant the bomb. He might be able to get it down, but surely not long for this whirl, and he's not. So AGL, they'll get on the double digits. They'll get to 10, and VP will be playing with their backs against the wall heading into the second half.
Indeed, and one of the bigger issues I have for this last round, I guess I would say, is first of all, why even attempt to plant? It is the 15th. It is the last half. Oh, excuse me, the last round of the first half. Why wouldn't you, just try to challenge, try to bring it a little bit closer, a little bit into a simpler position for yourself? Because if you do plant and it's a 3-on-1, you pretty much give away your position immediately. They know, okay, he's on B side, he planted on B, he's definitely on B side within the next, 3 seconds of the plant itself. And I mean, okay, sure, the way it was, the way it is, and I can't blame him for that. But VP, I mean, Pasha securing those entries, that was a golden ticket yet again given to them, but they didn't use it, they didn't even take it. They simply got traded out afterwards, one by one. And well, it's gonna be the second half starting up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the WESG 2018-19. It is sponsored by Alipay, of course, so make sure to give it a check. But this is also the pistol round starting up right now, as the VP will be defending their position on Overpass, the map pick of our Go. And of course, my name is Over. I'm joined by Carrington, aka Greatness, from the US of A, and we are having some good fun together. We had some good fun in the past, and I'm very happy that we're casting again together. Together, Carrington, indeed.
Indeed. It's gonna be a quick A-side execute by AGO, and Morales is here. He's gonna fire in the flames. He gets himself 2. Can he get a 3rd? No. Grubby. It's gonna be that a trade with PHR. It's here as well, and AGO, they're starting to make it work all of a sudden. 4 quick kills. Neo will run out there to smoke. He'll get 1 for his troubles. But AGO make it work in the end. They'll get 11.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit disappointing from VP. Morales holding the line perfectly, but unfortunate enough for the rest of his teammates. Going through the smoke is not exactly a very healthy thing to do. Keep in mind, guys, smoking is bad, and going through smokes is even worse. It is gonna eventually kill you, if not in real life, in game. And it is gonna be 11-5 with Ago on a full buy against a full eco VP. We should be looking at a 12-5 result momentarily when VP will finally buy. They will have a chance, but that chance is such a small one. It feels like VP haven't really given us anything to believe in them, have they? At least for the moment. I mean, for the most part, VP feel like they just kind of gave up, or kind of are giving up on this game, or at least this map. I mean, there's no real feeling of, I guess you could say, commitment from them for this one, and I can't blame them for that, obviously, but nonetheless, at 11-5, VP will need to wake the hell up for their first gun round.
Yes, they will. Salt Snatch it. Just going to see if he can find a frag, maybe get a gun. Doesn't look like he'll be able to do either. And AGO put on a clinic here. It looks close in the opening round. It went back and forth for a little bit, but AGO pulled away. As PHR does find and dispatch of Snatchy. So this is the round. This is the big round here for VP. Is this map? Can they get back into it? They lose this, you gotta think this map is all but over at that point.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not even a question at this point. If you ask me, they lose this map. They lose. I mean, they lose this. They lose this round. They lose this map. It's as simple as that. I mean, in all respect to VP, still they have a chance. Don't get me wrong. Until it's 16 for Go, but it is going to be 16 following it up pretty quickly afterwards. In any case, it is going to be the chance here for VP. They have an AUG on Neo and 4 M4s. Very little utility overall. And PHR, well, he takes the fight through Monster deep from T-base. Embedded into that deep position. He will be very safe for any sort of early engagement. Unfortunately for him, Pasha picks through short, goes for the peak, and is securing the 4-4 result if nothing else. This A execute, oh, is still coming their way. There's a single player there to deal with. That's Neo, and he gets 2 kills actually. Such a good thing from Neo, such a good round. A 3K and a 1-on-3 for Grubby to deal with. 1 minute on the clock, and Go. Oh, that was a bit of a fumble.
Yeah, it looks like a VP, very good holder on the A-bomb site. AGO trying their luck, pushing through the smokes, didn't work out. Didn't properly clear behind the... And they will be punished for it as they drop around. But still, VP, they're not out of the hole just yet. Still, if they lose this round, they'll be in an even worse position. The hard reset will come in. It will just be nothing good.
By the way, guys, I see somebody asking if this is game 1. This is indeed game 1. Now, there is an issue on the overlay, that is sure, because it should be 0-0 instead of 1-1. The mistake is on the side of UCC, unfortunately, so we can't really, we can't really do anything about it. We don't control the server. Keep in mind, we're only casters, and we only have the broadcast available. Well, obviously, we just broadcast the game. That's it. We don't have any technical stuff besides the overlays. Anyway. It is going to be a 4-on-5 take by Argo, and this looks like an attempt on B, Carrington, if I'm honest. And I'm not sure if this is going to be doable by Argo. First of all, they do have a single smoke only, so that could cover Graffiti or Heaven, depending where they want to really cover first. And the second problem is the fact that they've got an op on Furlan. Not that it is a problem in itself that he has an op, but going aggro with an op earlier on usually gives you either an entry or it gives you a bit of a tougher... tougher execute later on. First, because if you have an op and you don't get an entry earlier on with it, or somebody else gets an entry, it puts a lot of pressure on the man with the op itself to try and find that refrag or whatnot. And Caper is going to be able to bring down 1, but they've already lost PHR and Spero, and that leaves VP to immediately respond to this take on A, and it's 20 seconds left. Now Argo are coming in hot. Neo 1, Furlan will be denied as Pasha defends the corner. Grubby going to take down 2. A lot of damage dealt, but Mihu and Morels, they're ready for it, and they'll be able to secure a 12-7 result, if nothing else.
Yeah, AGO giving it to low time on the clock, and it didn't work out. So they will be the ones that will be on the pistols this round. So that's VP, they're down but not out. Starting to string some rounds together. Should be an 8th round for them right here. So maybe, just maybe, they could get back into this. So Snatchy takes the early pick. He's gonna go back in for seconds as well. He'll be rewarded. And it's just a shutdown here by VP. All 5 kills, not a point of damage taken. Make it 12-8.
Yeah, and a pretty convincing show so far from VP. They will have to deal with a full buy of Argo, or at least for the moment. And look at this, Furlan and Caper. Oh man, they will buy 2 Mech 10s. This is an interesting decision. They both had enough money to buy AKs. They both have enough, or had enough economy to afford the proper buy. Instead, keeping the mech 10s. This tells me they will try a very fast take on B, and they will be running through short. It's Pasha Speedsteps to go for the challenge. He will take the one man down. That's not enough. Caper still running through, gets one more. It's Morels to challenge and die. Oh my god, Caper. How can he pull this one off? Snatchy and me who get one, but it's only Snatchy left. Goodbye, good night. It's PHR to clean it off. From Neo, a 1-on-2 clutch for the man of the hour, for the legend of 1.6 CSGO, or CS, excuse me. That is it, VP. They cannot mess about. Luckily, they have enough economy to buy, even if they lose this one. But still, they should not count on that. They should count on winning. And Sperro, behind the sandbags, the reaction will be just a little bit too fast in the end. 13-8, and VP's last buy is here. This is it. Do or die for VP. Losing this will most likely throw them into, well, not into, but more so in a likely loss, as the double up does come out. Carrington, I will be honest, I do like the double up, but it needs to be utilized the right way, and the right way, I think, in this case, would be early aggression from VP.
Yeah, definitely want to see some early aggression. One of the ops, if not both, Snatchy and Pasha. See where they go with these ops. Pasha, that's early aggression right there. Towards long. Finds Furlan to open things. So just like we talked about, the early aggression pays off for VP. Getting that man advantage. Even had a teammate there with him to trade if needed, but he wasn't even needed. And Pasha is here, going back in. Incredible. So 2 early frags towards long for Pasha. Grubby is still here as well. They might aggress on him. All 3 players have now rotated in towards long, so this could get a little ugly. And Grubby peeks, but he peeks right into the crosshairs of Neo. So 2-on-4 VP, making it work on the CT.
Absolutely, waking the hell up. No longer sleeping behind the table, at the work, behind the wheel. Whatever you want to call it, VP are not doing it. And right now, Caper and PHR, they still have about 30 seconds left, give or take. They could potentially turn this one around, but it would be hard imagining how they actually do this. There are 2 smokes available and 2 flashbangs, and well, that's pretty much it. So meanwhile, we already have Morels playing close. He's gonna pop flash himself, go for the peek. Gets the 1, and gets the 2. Holy shit, that was pretty nice to see, actually, honestly. I mean, going up against 2 AKs, usually what happens is you pretty much get killed immediately, right? I mean, that's how it usually happens, but he gets both kills. That's a surprising result. The first guy, fair enough, you know, he was blinded out, but the second guy, he held an anti-flash. He was peeking wide, and he sprayed and missed. But still, 13-9, I digress, and it's gonna be Argo with the full force. Okay, this is an interesting decision. This is certainly gonna be a bit of a weird choice to see, but I can live with that. Sperro. Sperro has an SG. He's gonna rush or go for the peek on A. Meanwhile, the rest of his teammates coming through Monster. Grubby gets 2. Yeah, just as you were about to react, I was about to do the same. Argo. It's a 2v2 on a force buy, and VP, Neo and Pasha, can they save this? The duo, the deadly duo of old. All eyes on these 2.
Yeah, we'll see if they can roll back the years once again. They're gonna need to. This 2-on-2, both the AGO players playing it together. The smoke towards short. That'll do justice for now. But the flash through, it's perfect by Grubby. Gets the kill as well, and it will just be Neo. If he backs up any further, fall into the crosshairs, but Neo does get 1, doesn't have a kit to work with, however, and that's gonna do it. Perfect team play by AGO. Sperro flashing Grubby in towards. That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And what is more beautiful is the fact that Argo, unfortunately for any fan and VP themselves, will be picking up the 14th and pretty much will be 2 away from securing this map. VP, this is a double eco scenario right here, right now for them. Losing this round will be giving Argo the map point, and there's a high chance they forced it up regardless of how much money they would have had. VP, of course, realizing there's no other choice and no other chance but this, and Argo, this is gonna be a hard one. A very hard one. Or, excuse me, VP. This will be a hard one for VP. But yeah, a bit of a tactical pause there for Argo as they discuss how to continue forward, how to keep on going. And it looks like they will be, you know, prepared for this one from this point. Neo timed out, actually. He's back, luckily enough. Not a long technical timeout.
Should be, looks like VP, they're gonna invest.
Yeah, I mean, they
like
obviously should force. Yeah, they should force. Like,
not gonna be playing for any ties. It looks like we're getting a little match medic in, and that's quick. Very quick on the match medic. So, have the op MP. Look at the buy coming out by VP. They have a couple guns out. A little bit of a jumbo sale buy, but they have an op. They have an on.
like a garage sale, eh?
Hey, a garage sale on a Saturday is what VP has just went to. He's gotten himself a nice deal on some guns, and we'll see if it was a good enough deal to win them this round. This Furlan gonna go aggressive with his Mac 10 early. Not gonna find anything towards mid, but Pasha is gonna find himself death as he peeks a little bit too far towards Monster and the B-bomb site under siege once again. Morales with a 5-7, not the gun you want solo holding us. This could be the end. Neo will spray through. Neo almost connect. Furlan on this lurk, and this is starting to fall apart. Oh, this point of smoke. He'll get the kill.
Yeah.
Neo does trade, but this is gonna be a 15th round.
Yeah, this is the end. Unfortunately, this is the end. Especially if they lose Neo and Snatchy here. If they don't save those two weapons, this will be the final curtain closing for VP for map number 1. As right now, Argo's map pick is looking very good, very convincing. Now, Mirage is our second map, so VP will have a chance there. They are the ones that picked it. But again, alas, VP have yet to show any sort of quality so far out of it. I mean, the early start, the early half was pretty good, was pretty clean. I mean, it wasn't the perfect, it was the perfect start, in the perfect position, but certainly not the worst. And they have contended against Argo since the get-go, but it seems like for the second half, they just kind of fell off. They just kind of start to lose their confidence in themselves, I guess, in the end. And well, it shall be 15-9. This is the last buy, the last huzzah for VP. They lose this. This is map 1 done. And right now, Argo, they will be going AFB, as it seems like through short, perhaps even. Bomb is still left in connector, but Morels is going to be able to secure one back. Not lasting long, unfortunately. Miku comes in through Monster. The Deagle is accurate. A 3-on-3 as Argo have to deal with the rest. And Miku, she should not have a problem picking up that M4, excuse me, that AK from Fallen's, or from the body of Grubby. Sparrow, good night. Neo gonna peek him. That save of the AUG was mighty important for VP, as we can see right here, right now. And up on Snatchy, still up. And VP, they'll be readjusting their second player to support A. Snatchy already rotating through CT. Goodbye, Caper. Gonna be spotted by Neo. This is looking like VP might turn it back on its head. And it is gonna be Neo with a 3K. The legends of old are waking again. Carrington. I almost called you Kieran, Carrington. How do you feel about that?
Kieran's a nice guy, so it's not a bad comparison. But Neo rolling back the years right there. 3K with the AUG on Ace, keeping VP in it a little bit longer. AGL, they'll buy, but look at this buy.
Yep.
3 rifles, P250, CZ.
This is a bit of a too confident buy, in my opinion, but okay, okay. Fair enough.
Maybe not. Maybe we've spoken too soon. But like I was saying, I would have liked to see AGL maybe take a tactical, maybe work out a little bit of a better buy, but might end up winning this round. They already have an opening frag. The defenses will now be spread by VP, trying to figure out where this take will be. In Pasha, very nice, taking down the frag towards the long. But what will AGL make of this? They're working towards mid, and this is working out. Grubby and Furlan, a couple of quick kills, and it will just be Morales. They 1-on-4. definitely not an ideal situation.
Yeah, not only is this not an ideal situation, it's pretty much the end times here. The end time for VP. It shall be 16-10, excuse me, and it shall be the victory going to, of course, none other than Argo. First map pick of theirs, going their way, securing a 1-0 result for the opening best-of-3 map of this Polish GrandFinals. The winner, of course, going to China for the $900,000 prize pool GrandFinals. We'll be taking a short break before we move on to Mirage, our second, potentially final map of the day. So do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back very soon as we return with our second map between Argo and VP. Now, do remember to follow us on Twitter, myself and Overseer, and of course, Greatness at GreatnessCS. Either way, we will see you guys on the next broadcast. On the next map. See you soon.
Ant Financial is a global technology company. It was founded on Alipay, established in China as an escrow service to build trust between online buyers and sellers. Since its first transaction in 2004, Alipay has grown to be the world's largest digital payment platform and has now evolved from a digital wallet to a lifestyle enabler. Users can book hotels, buy movie tickets, and make doctor's appointments, among a wide range of other services.